evening, everyone, and welcome to the One Hub Racing. This is the ERT Canadian Grand Prix for Season 24, Round 11. We're going to do a bit of the track info and we'll bring Colin in just a few moments' time. But this is the Canadian Grand Prix for Round 11 for Season 24. 35 laps of the track. We will have 14 corners, 3 DRS zones, and 4.361 kilometres with the circuit length in miles of 2.710 miles. Previous winners of the P1, P2 and P3 tiers are ERT Samba, ERT Caspar and Lawrence 1989, so they'll be the ones to watch out for. And we are going to have a fantastic weather situation because we're going to have the dry situations all day long from qualifying all the way through to the race, and we're going to have unbelievable scenes. So let's go straight into the lobby so I can bring in Colin. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Oh, good evening, mate. Good evening. Yeah, this is going to be a brilliant night's racing. We could actually settle the drivers and the constructors championship. So at this moment in time, M125's leading the title on 188 points. Papa Squanch in second on 161 points. So 27-point lead, quite healthy. So basically, what's that mean? Well, if M125 wins the race with the fastest lap, Papa Squanch has to finish second, or M125 takes the championship. Regarding the constructors, now that's quite a big gap now heading into round 11. So Haas team 283 points, the Haas drivers of M125 and Cowboy, and then in second place with 203 points is McLaren. McLaren drivers of Rageman and Whopping Proverb. Now, we do have a couple of drivers taking engine penalties this evening as well. So we got F1 Matthias, Marcy, Hooky and Ghost. So they're going to be starting at the back. Unfortunately, we do have 2 drivers as well with race bans. That's Evil Dragon and Felix. But I think, Matt, we're going to have an absolutely brilliant race around here, and we know it's going to be dry.
Absolutely, and with the Canadian Grand Prix, you just never know what's going to be expected. There's going to be loads of straight line speeds, loads of overtakes galore, and we're going to be in for an absolute cracker. And what's good about it is we might have, as you said, we might have the title decider this evening. And good luck to M-125 and Papa, wherever happens this evening. We hope that there'll be no incidents galore, shall we say, in this race to all. And good evening to everyone that's on, everyone joining in. We are looking forward to the One Hub Racing for Season 24 P3 tier for Round 11 for the ERT Canadian Grand Prix. And based on, for me, obviously I'm just a reserve commentator. My name's Malk, by the way, if anyone did not notice. I'm here to help out with Colin, but Colin, who do you think, from your perspective, is the 2 drivers to from between M-125 and Papa? Do you think there'll be a situation galore? Do you think there'll be a one-horse race?
Do you know what? I think it's going to be really close.
You reckon?
The last race in Baku, Papa Squanch really had the pace over M125. He managed to win the race with M125 coming in 4th, so he closed the gap from last week. I have a feeling that Papa Squanch will do enough just to take it to Abu Dhabi. But you never know.
That's true. You never know until the mathematical way of saying nope, you cannot go past at all. And I love this track. I don't know about you, Colin, but I absolutely love Canadian Grand Prix because it's one of those straight line speeds, 3 lots of DRS zones. I would not be surprised if there's going to be any safety car situations tonight.
Yeah, I mean, of course, even though we consider it a permanent track, it is really a street track. It's not a permanent circuit, so of course the walls are quite close. Of course, you've got the Wall of Champions,
Of course.
Yes. I'd be very, very surprised if we don't see at least one driver hit that wall. But yeah, so I think there's going to be a high chance of safety cars as well.
High chance of safety cars, that could be a possibility. We will see. We will find out in a few moments' time. And we're just waiting for the drivers. Just in case you've just joined in, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. We will have a dry qualifying and a dry race. And so get your sunglasses ready, Colin, because we're in for an absolute classic on here tonight.
This is going to be brilliant. Now, this is going to be interesting because from the practice that I've done this week,
yeah,
you really could do with a brand new set of softs for the race. Now, obviously, it's a two-stop race. So are we going to see drivers only doing 2 runs? I'm just looking at Hookie now. So Hookie's actually going to go out on mediums to start his qualifying session, which would be quite interesting. Ghost obviously going out on inters because he doesn't want to use any of his tyres. So he will do an installation lap and in the pit lane to complete his engine penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. So just be quite interested to see how they can try and push on massively throughout. In this track, we're just watching J.R. Mason 54 coming out now in that glorious Ferrari car, and what we're seeing from the real life F1 to the One Hub Racing that we're watching live and exclusive for you guys on the YouTube channel for P3. It is going to be one of those extraordinary moments, and there'll be awkward overtakes galore, and it'll be at points where you just never know what's going to happen next, Colin.
Yeah, that is right. When they're going to be overtaken, they're really going to have to choose their moments quite carefully. It's very easy to outbrake yourself and cause an incident. I think Papa Squance and M125 will probably be quite cautious because they know that a mistake now is going to be crucial. But we're going to have to wait and see as Mason heads down towards the final chicane to start his lap.
Absolutely, here we go. We're going to look at it from his point of view on the hub itself, passing the wall of champions, and they're going down the straight to start his absolute qualifying lap. And here we go, come up to, which is the heavy braking at turn 1. And you can see, try and push through into turn 2, and then try to push up the hill section. This is the part where you will get penalties galore, Colin, if you watch this. If you cut the corner too much on turn 3 into turn 4, that's where you will lose out so much time. We just got a driver who's just retired at the moment. A few drivers will be retired. Coming up to the end of the first sector into the second, and this is the part where Mason needs to try and get that extra rocket speed moments now. Come up to the bridge section, and this is the part where we've seen from the past experience that I've watched commentary, some drivers go way wide on the high pass chicane. It comes to the end of the second sector into the third one, and he has done a 22.869. He's done a 22.869, and this is the part where the DRS, where the overtakes are going to be like Lightning McQueen's speed moments on there. So we've got a few moments now coming to the wall of champions at the chicane. He's been absolutely calm. Got yellow flags that we are seeing now in sector 1. He would go for the lap, and he's done a 1:12.341, Colin.
Yeah, that's not a bad lap for Mason there. I know that he's hoping to get in the 11s, but that's a solid first run. So you can see that we got Ghost, Matthias, Hookie, and Marcy, so they've all retired from the session. So that's the engine penalty sorted. And I'm quite surprised that Mason's the only one to have completed a lap so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite interesting. I don't know if they, as you said, there might be penalties galore. That like they may have cut the corner a little bit here and there, but we'll have to find out now. Just watching Whooping Proverb now. He is probably on the last bit of his lap on the third sector, coming to passing the wall of champions now, and he will do a pressure moments now. 1:11.895. That's a really good time. Fastest lap of fastest third sector that we have seen so far. But we might have to see how try to do. Oh, Jack's done a 1:11.03. Yeah. Oh, you were like, oh my days moments, Colin.
That's a hell of a lap. That's really impressive. 10.7 from Shelby. Now, Shelby and Jack, they really have shown pace this year. So they've obviously, this is their second season now at One Hub. And you can really see the improvement from the drivers. I think Jack's best result is second in the sprint, which he had in the previous round at Baku. And of course, so O-Dog, currently sitting in 5th place in the championship, took his maiden win at round 8 as well. So he's proven again that he's got the pace to fight for victories.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else doing their laps at the moment. I think everyone else... Oh, actually, Dr. Mew just doing his... I think he's just coming out for his proper lap, I believe. I'm just trying to double check on his tyre. He's just trying to see what he can try and do. But I think it's just slowing down because he's just trying to save his ERS for that moment of time. But... fair play to Shelby for an unbelievable time around a 1 minute 10.7. Can anyone try and beat that? That's the big question of it all. But the two drivers that we're looking out for the most this evening is M-125 and Papa, because I will not be in their shoes tonight. I will not like to be in their shoes because I know you probably think why. It's because the pressure, the sweat, and the unbelievable moments of can M-125 cross over the line, or will Papa make it through all the way to the end? That's the big question. That's just insane. So just Dr. Mew just doing his lap now. So, but from that perspective, how do you think Dr. Mew will try and do, Colin? Okay, just bear with me a sec. Just bear with me a sec, guys. There, I will sort out the audio in a few moments' time, probably after the qualifying. But we will give you more of the. Sorry about that, Jess. We will give you more of the audio itself. But I'm just trying to say, what do you think of Dr. Mew from his qualifying lap, Colin?
I thought he had a good lap there. I don't know whether he made a mistake towards the end. He's coming to the final sector now into the final chicane by Wall of Champions. But he drove really well last week in Baku, so he got his first top 10 for this season. It's his first, there we go, 14.4. Solid first lap there for Dr. Mew. Kept it nice and clean. But what I'm surprised about, Papa Squanch is still in the pit lane.
Yeah.
He has yet to set a lap. We're 10 minutes in. So is he only planning on doing one run? And then having 2 brand new softs for the race. M125 is currently on his out lap and just coming to start his run. But this is interesting tactics from the 2 title rivals.
Yeah, quite interesting. But for Papa, he needs to be absolutely spot, because if he makes a mistake during his qualifying lap, that'll be the biggest mistake he's ever done at the end of the season itself. So we're just about 9 minutes left plus for the qualifying. Can anyone try to stop Shelby with a 1 minute 10.750? We're just watching the Drivers' Championship leader of M-125. If he can try and get an unbelievable moment, and he's done a 20.028, which is that's his first sector time. So just trying to see how 125 can try and do at this page, and this is unbelievable scenes now, and this is where the pressure moments now. Sorry, Colin.
No, I was just saying that he was just come out of that last chicane and he had a little bit of a wobble. Would have probably cost him a little bit of time. But he got the hairpin, very nice. It's such an important corner because this straight is so long. And he's going to head now towards the final chicane.
Absolutely. He's coming up to the final bit of the chicane. Coming up to the Wall of Champions moments. And, he's kept that car perfectly. And now here we go, going down the straight. And he will try and do a... Invalid time.
Oh, I think he invalidated. Yeah, I think he invalidated the final chicane. So that's really put him under pressure now. So now he's got to come back to the pit lane now, and he's going to have to put another set of brand new soft tyres on. Otherwise, he's going to be starting near the back. And look at Papa Squanch, still in the pit lane.
Yeah, it's shocking from Papa, but hopefully he'll try and push on. And Jess has just crossed over the line now with a 1 minute 11.947, so that's a good time for Jess into the top 5. And what a lap indeed. What a lap indeed. Let's just come up to see how Mason can try it. I don't know if he will improve his time, but Cowboy's also doing his lap. No, he's just about to go in now. Oh, Jack, he's got purple on first sector, Colin. He's got purple on first sector.
This is great lap. I was on board with him in the first part of the sector as well, and it was millimetre perfect. Now, can he get this hairpin right? It's such a tricky braking zone. A nice late turn. Oh, he takes a bit of grass on the inside. That would have scrubbed a bit of speed off.
I think he's backed off.
He's heading down. He's weaving now, so I think he must have backed off. But Mason up in third, look, with an 11.5. He'll be delighted with that so far.
Absolutely, absolutely. Raceman did a 134 as we was watching. Cowboy, where did Cowboy do? He moved up to fourth. He moved up to fourth with 111.694. So you can see there's a gap. There's some gaps. Quite a few drivers are in the 111s, but I can't see anyone hitting the 110s at this one. Papa's out. Papa is out, Colin.
Papa is out. Has he left the session? I'm just looking.
No, he's out of the lap.
No, he's out. He's on his out lap. So I'm surprised that he's left it. I thought if he was going to leave it late, he would have left it right at the end of the session. So maybe he's leaving himself 2 runs just in case as he starts his flying lap.
So he's just going to do his lap now, and here we go. Can he try and get into the top 2 at least? That's the big question of it all on the One Hub Racing at the Canadian Grand Prix for season 24, round 11. And this is insane stuff. I mean, what a way to get onto the unbelievable seeds of the which could be the decider of the championship. 19.983, and that is 19.982. But Jack, I believe, he's also done a quicker time on the first sector. So we're going to have to switch between them two, the way it looks at the moment. But Papa's just coming to the end of the second sector now. Still watching the stats as we're seeing now. So Papa has even though it's purple, it's a 22.490 on the second sector, but Jack has just backed off. So Papa's in for an absolute cracker, Colin.
This looks a brilliant lap. Now, can he nail this chicane? So easy to invalidate. No, he keeps it within the white lines. He avoids the wall as he heads towards the light. What's it going to be? It's an 11.5. Sneaks him into third place. But doesn't this show how good that lap from Shelby was of a 10.7?
Absolutely. I'm just trying to think where he's lost the time. That's what I'm just trying to think. Might be the third sector. It might be the third sector that's causing all this. Jack's invalidated his lap. Just watching Whooping Proverb now down the straight in that McLaren. He might get that slipstream. Oh, this is what you need. You need to get that little bit of that slipstream that someone's slowing down. At least it gives you back a bit more of that extra oomph moments there, Colin.
Yeah, I'm just looking now. So what's Proverb going to do? It's going to be an 11.2. Puts him in third place. But look at M125. He still hasn't set a lap. Down in 11th. I think he's just about to start his lap.
He's invalidated.
No, he's in the pit lane. He's invalidated again.
Yeah, he's invalidated again. We got about 3 minutes 52 left. 3 minutes 52 left. Now, this is where the pressure is going to be extremely hot and high, as we can see. Because if M125 does not improve his time, it's going to be a struggle to catch up to Papa in the top 4.
there's just going to be so much pressure on him. He's going to and he hasn't got long, because what have we got, 3 minutes left?
3 minutes 15 left. 3 minutes 15 left. So
but this is, I'm just surprised he's put this much pressure on him. He's really going to, because at this moment in time, he's going to be in 11th and his title rival up in 4th.
Absolutely, absolutely. Here we go. If you are just joining in, good evening to you all. If you like what we see so far, please hit that like button and subscribe to the One Hub Racing if you've not done that. And also, who is going to be your driver of the qualifying? Who are you rooting for? Who are you absolutely going to see who's going to win the Canadian Grand Prix? Just watching Mason now, doing his lap now. This is going to be the pressure moments. Can he try and get into the top 3? And it will be one of the most extraordinary moments, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, Mason's really struggled the last couple of races. So he DNF'd from both races, the sprint and the feature race in Baku. The previous before that, 14th, 13th and 13th. So he's on a string of bad results, unfortunately, for Mason. But his pace around here seems good, and he's up by over a 10th as well.
Absolutely, he's flying at the minute, but can he try and improve that? That's a big question. Can he try and improve his time? We've got Shelby also doing his lap now. We've got a few drivers who are also hitting their laps, and this is where the pressure is absolutely mounting in the Canadian Grand Prix. Here we go, Mason. What can he try and do? Can he get into probably the low 111s? Ooh, he does. 11.4, a 10th quicker, and he moves up to 4th, Colin.
That's absolutely brilliant from Mason. It's probably his best qualifying of the year so far. I can see Papa Squanch on an out lap, and M125 is, I believe, he's on a flying lap at this point.
So he's starting now. This is where you can't afford to make a mistake now. And tell you what, you've got yellow flag sectors 2 and 3, but we're not looking at that now. 20.025. That is not quick on the first sector by M-125. He needs to improve on the next 2 sectors. Otherwise, Colin, pressure mounts for him.
Yeah, he's really got to go for it now. This is his last chance.
Oh no! Sorry, Colin. He's invalidated his lap. So.
Well, that's such a shock. So our championship leader is going to start 11th.
Unless he's got enough time to get into to start another lap. But that is extraordinary moments there, Colin.
I don't think he has. I think it's less than a minute to go. I think that's him done. Now, he might have time to do another one, but has he got the fuel? Or he's only got 54% ERS left. So this is not going to be a quick lap. This might be enough to get 9th. Might be. But he's going to have to really push now.
We're still watching him now. We're still watching him because we want to see if he can try and catch up to Papa. Everyone else, except for Mason and Dr. Mew, they're both in the pits and they have finished their qualifying lap. 20.069. That is not good enough for 125 though, Colin. Here we go. Coming up to the second sector. And this... Oh! Papa's improved his first sector time, Colin, so we might have to watch Papa. We might have to watch him in a moment. 125 needs to improve his time. This is the pressure moments. Here we go.
He had such a slide coming out of the hairpin there. But he did manage to just about keep it in a straight line. Now, can he nail this last chicane? That's the question. Papa looking to gain some places as he crosses the line, and it's a 1 minute 10.9, puts him on the front row. What a lap from Papa Squanch.
What a lap indeed. Here we go. M-125 crossing the line now. It's 6. It is a 6th place position. Can Whooping Prophet, can he try and improve his time from a 111.228? This will be close. Oh, this is close. Not close enough.
Not quite. Do you know what? That is a great lap from M to 125. If you think that he only started the lap with 50% ERS,
yeah,
plus an extra run on those tyres, that is a really, really good lap.
That is an absolute insane lap indeed. And I tell you what, that from first to 9th, it's all within the second. That is insane, Colin.
It just shows how close this tier is. It's been like it all season long. Like you said, look, less than a second covering the top 9, which is just so close. It just proves that one small error will really plummet you down the grid. So our pole sitter will be O-Dog Shelby. In second place, Papa Squanch. Third, Jack Mundo. Then in fourth, we have Whopping Proverb. Mason in P5. M125 in sixth. Rageman in seventh. Jess in eighth. Cowboy in ninth. Dr. Mew in 10th. And then Ghost, Matthias, Hooky and Marcy at the back taking their engine penalties.
Absolutely. We'll be right back just to sort out a few little technical issues. We'll be right back, guys. Welcome back, guys. This is the One Hub Racing Season 24 P3 tier for round 11 for the ERT Canadian Grand Prix. If you're just joining, good evening to you all. We've just done the qualifying for this race, and I tell you what, Colin, what a way to make it an explosive race that we're seeing in this dry Canadian Grand Prix.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting that. I mean, to be honest, I think 125 is feeling the pressure a little bit, which is understandable because it's his to lose, really, with the Champions lead that he's got. But he did drag it out. He did manage to put it in 6th place with, considering his ERS levels and his tyres. I thought that was a great lap. But now the drivers have got to decide on their strategies. Now, there's quite a high chance of a safety car around here, so I would have thought that a lot of drivers will start on the softs.
Absolutely. I think I will not be surprised. I'll be very surprised if there's other situations, like different strategies that we might see. Obviously, we all know it's going to be a minimum two-stop strategy. So, if you was racing in the top 5, would you go for the softs first and then do medium, or would you do soft, medium, or whatever? What do you think's the best one?
I would say soft, medium is probably the optimum strategy.
Yeah.
But of course, the safety car could throw that out. If the safety car comes out lap 1, I suspect all the drivers are going to come in onto mediums, but then trying to drag 2 mediums that far is going to be quite tricky, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. And we've got no formation lap. We're going to go straight in. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And we are go! Who's at the great start? Who is at the great start in the One Hub Racing race? Oh! Papa, and Shelby going subside, 2 in a bed moment now. And what a move by Papa. Brilliant move there.
Oh, what a move by Papa. He's still
But
defending those. Oh, he cuts the grass a bit, Shelby.
And Jack's got in.
Just about yeah, Jack's got him. Yeah, so Jack up into P2 now. That's the perfect start for Papa Squanch. Absolutely perfect. M125's also up a place into 5th, and he's challenging Proverb as well.
Brilliant stuff from Papa, but can he keep it going? That's the big question. M-125 is getting close to Whooping Proverb in 4th, but he's on the mediums though. Colin, that's a strange strategy for him, but I reckon he's trying to do the old switcheroo moments. But Jack, Can Jack make the move on to Papa? Gonna watch it from his perspective. Oh my days, we got a two in a bed. Come on! We want a two in a bed moment down the street. And what a move! And what a move just needed at the nick of time from Jack, Colin.
That's really surprising. Now, does that mean that Papa's gone for quite a high downforce setting here? Because he was pretty much mugged down the straight there by Jack. That was such a good manoeuvre. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3. I think it's Matthias. Matthias has dropped down into 14th now. But I'm quite surprised, Mackie, how many drivers we got on medium. So we've got M125, Rageman, Mason, Dr. Mew and Matthias all starting on the medium tyre.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, as you just mentioned that, M-125 and Cowboy made the move on to Proverb. So I don't know if he's had any damage on his wings at all, but he's under a lot of pressure from that McLaren. But the two Haas cars, they're pushing like a madman moment, Colin.
They are really going for it. Now, I'm wondering, are the two Haas drivers playing a bit of team tactics here now? Is Cowboy going to just settle behind M125 and hope that he catches up with the back of Shelby? I'm just looking at our task system now, and unfortunately Dr. Mew does have damage. So he has floor damage as well, so that's something that cannot be repaired. And M125's in the pit lane.
Oh my days. Yeah, he's had front wing damage by the looks of things. He's had a bit of damage on his front wing, so that is not good news for him if it stays like this. But still, Ghost is getting close to Mason now for 6th place. We've got a couple of battles going as we speak, but Ghost is getting close. Jess is slowly catching up, but that is not good news for the Drivers' Championship leader as we speak. But a big start for Papa. Can he keep it going? That's the big question now. Can Ghost now? Ghost is trying to close the gap onto Mason. He's going to try and go down the straight. The DRS should be active now. The DRS should be active. And here we go. Ghost, he's come up to the hairpin corner now. I mean, I've known Ghost from other leagues as well, and he can be a really, really quick driver if he can keep that consistency going. And the way it goes, Colin, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the move now on Mason.
Yeah, he's right behind him now. He's got DRS. Is he gonna try and challenge? I don't know whether he's close enough. He's gonna try. No, he's not quite close enough. So that tells me that Mason's got quite a low downforce setup compared to Ghost, but he does have the fresher tyres as well, so I suspect he will pass him. Well, what a disastrous start for M125. And of course, him starting on the medium tyres as well compounds that. I didn't quite catch his incident. No. I don't know who he came. I'm wondering whether he came together with Proverb, who both pitted. But they're both now on the hard tyres. And really speaking, they really need a safety car to bring themselves back into this race.
Absolutely, and I don't know where it's going to happen because everyone else is all on unbelievable momentum itself. We've got a 3-car battle between Jack, Papa, and Shelby. Papa drops down to second. Jack holds on in first place. Here we go. This is where the DRS. This is where you got a DRS train moments now. Will it be a choo-choo moments for Papa, or will it be a hold-on moment for Jack? Here we go. They're going down the straight, watching it now. The DRS is trying to close the gap, but look at Shelby. Shelby, oh, trying to make the move, but not yet. Oh my God. Come on. Come on! We want to see more 2 in the bed, 3 in the bed moments! And we might have a 2 in the bed and 2-1! No!
Oh, that's tight. That's risky.
They're risking.
Shelby thinks better of it.
They're risking it for a biscuit, Colin. Unbelievable scenes now. But I'll tell you what a start. What a start for this race.
Oh, it's just brilliant. It's thrown the championship wide open at this point. Papa there stuck in a sandwich with the two Alpha drivers. Now you suspect that he's going to be a little bit cautious. He's going to know that his championship rival's behind him. He may not realise that he's got any front wing damage for M125 unless he's got an engineer, but he knows he's in a good position, so he's just got to bide his time. He's got to be a bit patient, but Jack unfortunately got those 3 seconds. And that's another thing that's going to be crucial to tonight's race, Mackie.
Yeah, absolutely. And Papa's just waiting for that moment when Jack goes in, or waiting for that moment wants to make the move done as quickly as possible. So at the moment, Jack and Papa still battling out in the top 2, with Shelby also in 3rd, Cowboy in 4th, Rageman in 5th, Mason... Oh! What's happened to Jess? Oh, Jess has got into the pits. Sorry. I just saw the domino effect. I thought, what's happened there? But it looks like Jess and Hooky are going into the pits, Colin.
Yeah, it seems a little early, but I know the undercut here is quite strong. So it might turn out to be quite tactically clever as Matthias gets 3 seconds. And that's crucial. So Hooky just gets out in front of M125. That is not what M125 would have wanted. So he's now going to... And he's on the hard tyres as well, M125, so he's going to have to go long here.
He will have to...
And we've got 3 drivers now with pens, Mac.
Absolutely. So Matthias, Ghost and Jack have all the unfortunate 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings. But I was just watching... I was trying to caught the last bit from what you were saying, Colin, between Hooky and M-125. I mean, Cowboy's rallying on into 3rd place, so that's a good move in there. And looks like Matthias has moved up to 8th. Marcy drops down to 9. Still watching the battle between Hooky and M-125. Marcy's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. And this is where they're going down the straight. And this is where... Oh! Gonna go round the outside! And what a move! What a move there from Hooky! From M125, sorry. I was just insane. I'm so sorry. I'm just speechless, Colin. Speechless.
That was stunning. He really needed that. Now, I know he's on warm hard tyres and Hooky on cold tyres because he's just come out of the pit lane, but even so, what a move that is. That, I feel, is a critical move for this race as well. As I'm just looking now, and Jack is almost out of a second with Papa Squanch. I think he's just sneaked in at the minute. But look at Rageman now. Rageman right on the back of Cowboy, fighting for the top 3.
Yeah, just watching it now. Just watching it down the straight, and this is where the pressure is absolutely mounted. Can he try and make the move from the McLaren? And we might see an unbelievable... Oh, he's had a great exit down the World Champions, and now this is... Oh, look at that! Lightning speed! Did you see that, Colin?
What a move! I mean, he must... I know he's got... I know he had DRS. Oh, big slide coming out turn 2, but he keeps it together. And Rageman up into P3. That's going to help the McLaren in the Constructors' Championship at the minute, where they're fighting with Haas. Obviously, the other Haas driver down in 11th. With Jess Hound in the back. I'm just looking now as well. Hooky's actually repassed M125.
Yeah, he has.
And M125 has a penalty as well.
So it's going from bad to worse for M-125, but still, but Papa is absolutely licking his lips now, Colin. He's absolutely licking his lips to say, let's keep it holding for the remainder of this race, because this is where I'm enjoying this moment, and he might go in the lead. He might go in the lead down the straight. Oh my days. Come on! Come on! We want a move! We want a unbelievable move. Oh, they're going to the pits.
Oh, they're both in the pit.
Oh, ooh. Ooh. Oh.
Very interesting. So Rageman takes the lead of the race now on those medium tyres. Now, where are they going to come out? Because they've come out a little bit later yet onto the medium tyres for both Papa Squanch and Jack.
So
I'm surprised that Papa Squanch followed him in, but
absolutely.
As Hooky gets a 3-second penalty as well.
Absolutely, and they're just coming out now. It looks like Shelby is just behind Papa, and Mason's out. Mason's out. We got a safety car.
Oh no, that's another DNF for Mason. Such a shame. I don't know what part of the track that was.
It was after the turn 4, I believe, turn 5. That's where, before the first sector. So unfortunately for him, he's had a crash, and he will be out of the Canadian Grand Prix this evening, Colin. I'm devastating moments for Mason.
Yeah, that's such a shame. He was having such a good race. He was keeping good pace on those medium tyres. But unfortunately, now that's another DNF for him. But this does bring M125 back into this race. Now, is he going to stay on those hard tyres, or is he going to stretch them out a bit longer? Now, Rageman in the pit lane on those, and Cowboy's in it. Now, this has really helped Cowboy. This safety car, it's come out as perfect time for him, Mackie.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it'd be interesting to see how he can try and push on from this situation. Cowboy with the mediums. And I will say this, I would keep the tyres for M-125 because those tyres, those hard tyres, can last over 25 laps, unless I'm mistaken. He's already done 6 laps, so about another 20 laps. That'll be alright, but I don't know whether he will try and hold on for those hards unless we get another safety car. That's the big question of it all. But time will tell. Who knows in the F1, because anything could happen within a last lap situation.
Yeah, exactly. So at this stage now, Proverb has just done his second stop. So he's now completed all his mandatory pit stops. The top 12 have yet to do that, so every single one of these drivers now are going to have to stop again.
Yes, they will have to stop again.
So M125 on those 7-lap old hard tyres is going to have to push Bobbin Proverb on the medium tyres, so he's going to have to stop again. They certainly won't go 25 laps.
No.
But look at the amount of time penalties we got. We said it would be crucial.
Absolutely. I'm just looking at the stats for you guys for the penalties itself. Dr. Mew, I believe, is the only one who's got 5-second penalties. The rest, Marcy, M-125, Matthias, Hookie, Shelby, Ghost and Jack, they've all got at least 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings. And you're just on the edge of your seat moments, Colin, because you just don't know what's going to happen next with these guys. Do you think there'll be another safety car? Do you think there'll be another clash with the tyre situation? At the moment, it's exploded tonight.
It really has. This safety car has really changed things for the drivers now. So it's helped a couple of them, but it's really given a few headaches regarding what to do with this strategy.
Absolutely.
Jess now in a good place, actually, in 10th place, because the drivers ahead of her have all got penalties. So if she can keep that penalty count low, she's going to be in a fantastic position. Rageman now leading this race.
Yeah, absolutely.
On medium tyres. That's really helped him.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But let's hope he doesn't rage during the race itself. Pun taken with that, Colin. So we'll have to wait and see. Can he keep that cool and calm and collective moments for a Rageman, or will he be the Superman moments? That's the big question of it all to hold on in first. Cowboy in second. You got Jack in third. Papa in fourth. Ghost in fifth. Safety car will be in this lap. Ghost in fifth. Shelby 6th. Hookie 7th. Matthias 8th. M-125 is in 9th. Jess, who's in an absolute belter to move her up the positions if it stays like this, in 10th. Marcy in 11th. Dr. Mew 12th. Whooping Proverb in 13th. And unfortunately for Mason, he is the casualty for the first crash of the safety car this evening. Hopefully he'll get back into round 12. Here we go. Where's Rageman going? He's technically the safety car leader, the temporary one. Will he go? I'm just watching it from his perspective now. This is the pressure. I reckon he'll go after the Wall of Champions.
Yeah, he's leaving it quite late. He's gone. Yeah, you were dead right. Now he's gone.
He's gone now.
He's got quite a good run.
He's got definitely.
Yeah, I think he's going to be safe into turn 1.
He's definitely safe into turn 1 moments now, and he can try and push on massively, and that's a good start for him. I was wondering when he's actually going to carry on with the start of that race, but Cowboy's not having any of it at all. He's putting him under a lot of pressure by 5/10, but everyone else is just all within under a second of each other, Colin.
Yeah, this is where now the drivers have got to be a little bit careful. Their tyres would have cooled down now under that safety car period, so they're not going to get the same level of grip as they did before.
Absolutely.
But so far, this is exactly what Papa Squanch wanted. Him ahead of his rival.
Absolutely. It looks like Dr. Mew drops down to 13. Whooping Provo moves up to 12th. And Jack try and make the move. Look at the Merc. Look at Papa. Oh, I thought Papa was going to go round the outside of the hairpin. That would have been an unbelievable move. But he's not having any of it. And I'll tell you what, Ghost is looking at it and thinking, yes, I'm going to make this move done. Still watching it from his perspective, still pushing on the mountain on to Ghost, on to 5th place, passing the wall of champions. Oh, he's had a bad exit though, Colin.
Yeah, he didn't get the best of exits there at all. Now, obviously, we've spoken about the championship fight between Papa and M125, but the fight for 3rd is even greater. So, as you know, the top 3 will get trophies at the end of the year in the Drivers' Championship. So it's a big thing to fight for. At the moment in time, Wapping Proverb in 3rd place on 110 points. Jamie on 105. Unfortunately, Jamie is away for this race. Shelby on 99. Cowboy on 95. Rage on 93. So this is really helping out Rage for the battle of 3rd as well.
It's quite insane. I don't know how these guys are not like that cool and calm and collective as a driver, but fair play to them. They're still pushing on massively. We've got a train now down the DRS straight, but here we go. Can Papa make the move? Papa and Raceman and Calvin in the top 4 are the only ones who've got no penalties. I know Whopping Proverb and Jess in outside the top 10, but they're still pushing on massive with no penalties, so let them keep going. Jack, DRS should be active now. Jack's got the fastest up the race though, Colin, with a 1:13. Dr. Mew's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Yeah, Jack looks really on it. Or he did make him a little bit of a mistake there with Papa Squanch right behind him. He's got those penalties. Oh, Shelby now gets a 3-second. So that puts Shelby on 6 seconds worth of penalties. So unfortunately, we've seen before where Shelby's had a great result, but the time penalties that he's encountered or achieved has been cost him quite a few decent positions. I think it cost him a podium in one race as well. But they're so close. Look how close the top 6 are.
I know.
Nose to tail.
Yeah, absolutely. You just cannot write your script at all. And the way these guys are pushing on, it's just unbelievable moments. Come on! We want some more overtakes galore. But they're just not having it, Colin. They're just absolutely not having it at all. Matthias. Oh, actually, top 2. Oh, I thought that was going to be a 10th. Look at Cowboy. Cowboy should be on, and they're pushing on massively. Come up to turn 1. Can he try and make the move? Shelby, he's got the fastest up of the race, 1:13.630. Oh my God! Look at that train of 6 cars, Colin.
Absolutely brilliant. But I'm just so impressed with these drivers. Now, they're not going for silly, desperate manoeuvres. They really are playing the long game, and it really does pay dividends towards the end of the race. As M125, he gets a penalty. And he's dropped down to 10th as well.
That is not good.
Correction, make that 11th. He fights back, actually.
Just watch yourself aside. 2 in a bed moment now. Marcy going to make the move. He's got ahead. He's got ahead of 10th of M-125, Colin.
That is stunning. Marcy. Now, I'm just going to have a look on Taz just to see, does M125 have any damage? Because he seems to be struggling. But he is on 12-lap old hards, so that would explain it. No, he's got no damage. So he's just struggling.
Struggling on the mirror. Jack is making the move now. On to Cowboy. Not yet. He's still got the purple sector 3. Jack has got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But the pressure's absolutely mounting for all these guys. And I'll tell you what a race. What a race to join in on this exclusive blockbuster battle in the Canadian Grand Prix, Colin.
Yeah, I'm just so surprised at how everyone is being quite conservative in a good way. You know, they're not doing stupid maneuvers. They're taking their time. They're biding their time. They know it's a long race. We still got another 19 laps to go. Papa Squanch, he does seem to be just biding his time. I might be wrong, but I think that. So let's have a look at the task situation. So Rage Man, look at Cowboy. Look at Cowboy.
Two in the bed moment now, Cowboy. Yeah, moments now into first place against Rage Man, and I tell you what a move, though.
That's a great move. So you can see that he really did bide his time there. And what I'm surprised about is how much ERS Cowboy's got. So he's got 80%. Rage has got 40. Jack's got 40. And Papa Squanch with 56. So the drivers, they really are trying to conserve their ERS. They're not spamming it too much. And Cowboy just seems to have so much pace around this track. I don't think he's had a victory this year. I will just check. No. His best position second.
Oh!
So he's had.
Right, sorry to interrupt you there, Colin.
There.
Rageman had a bad moment at one of the corners and he's dropped down like a domino effect. He's dropped down to fourth. Sorry, Colin.
That's really helped Papa Squanch there. Rage just about still in this race after having a little bit of a scare.
Absolutely, he's got no damage limitations by the sounds of it anyway, but he's still pushing on massively. Here we go, DRS should be pushing on now. And they can't get, this is the problem with the DRS, they can't get close because everyone else has got the DRS effect. Matthias has moved to 7th, Hooky drops down to 8th place. But Colin, I bet you'd be frustrated when you're in that good position in 4th and everyone else is using all that DRS in front of you.
Yeah, DRS trains can be so frustrating because you can feel as though you've got the pace on the driver in front, but there's not a lot you can do about it.
Oh, okay.
So the best thing is not to get frustrated because it's so easy to get frustrated and make a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that, Colin. It was just Hooky just went into the pit. I thought he dropped down like a domino effect. I thought, what's happened? But still, with the DRS, as I was mentioning, the DRS is atrocious. Like, in the position that you need to be in, you can't afford to have everyone else challenging so much. But Cowboy is keeping it cool and calm and collective, though, Colin.
Yeah, he's doing really well at the minute. But look at Jack. Look at Jack. He's really caught up to the back of Cowboy now. He's bound to get DRS here now within that second. So is he going to have the straight line speed?
So it should be active now, DRS. Yes, he has. DRS should be active. And oh my days, look at that. Oh, getting close to the Wall of Champions moments. That's chicane. But this is mad.
Oh, that's tight. That's really tight. But there's nothing in it. I just look at the gap between the top 4. I mean, at this stage, I have no idea who's going to win this race. Papa Squanch is in a good position.
Oh, Ghost. What's happened to Ghost? Ghost has crashed. Ghost has crashed at turn 2. He has crashed. So, unfortunately for him, I think he's got wing damage. Unless I'm mistaken, Colin.
I think he's just about, looking at TAS, he's avoided wing damage, but cost him a lot of time. So I think he must have lost it coming out of, on traction, coming out of turn 2. And that drops it, yeah, he's still struggling. But he's keeping it in a straight line just about now.
But what?
But
sorry, Colin.
He is catching. He has. I was just looking at M125 then. Yeah, he is catching him just a little bit.
Okay. Sorry about that, Colin. It was just, I was watching that Cowboy had a 3-second time penalty. And Jack, I thought Jack was going to make the move into first place. And look at the Merc. Look at Papa. Oh, come on! 2 to man moment now at turn 1.
Oh, there was contact.
Did you see that, Colin?
Yeah, there was definitely contact between the 2 drivers there, and that really has put Papa on the back foot here because he's got Rageman all over him.
Absolutely. Mad scenes though, Colin.
This is just tremendous racing at this stage. Really, absolutely brilliant. Ghost has settled down now. He's back up to pace. Lost a couple of positions, but managed to avoid damaging any of his car. So he's hopefully not overheated his tyres at any stage. But you can see the top four now. They really have kind of dropped fifth place, Shelby, with Matthias getting very, very close to Shelby now, and he'll have DRS.
Yeah, so we're just going to watch Matthias now, but it looks like Papa's getting close. I'm going to have to go back to the top three side. Papa's getting close to Jack. Oh, they can't make the move, but it might be have to go back to Matthias. Matthias makes the move into Shelby, and what a move indeed into the top five. Oh, Shelby's in the pits.
Shelby in the pit lane, so what? Does he think, yeah, he's going to go on to another set of mediums and drag them to the end now, so that's his mandatory 2 stops completed. Now we know that there's quite a big undercut on these medium tyres, so it's going to be very interesting to see where he comes out.
Absolutely, but watching this battle, I was going to ask you actually, Colin, from the stats, from my perspective, I reckon the next 3 or 4 laps we're going to see quite a few drivers probably go. I would risk it for a biscuit to go for the softs, just to make it even more spicier, I would say.
Yeah, do you know what? I can see some drivers deciding to do that, but they're going to have to be careful not to. As Cowboy runs wide, Jack is alongside of him. He's got DRS. Here we go.
Come on, Colin. Come on! Come on! Jack! Jack of all trades has moved himself up to first place now, Colin. And what a move indeed that he needed for that DRS. I tell you what, that was so close to that. Yeah, you saw that as well. Look at Papa. Papa. Going around the outside. No.
Oh, that's a brave call to try and go around the outside. But the amount of lead changes we've had in this race has been brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. One hell of a race. I know I've only been here as a reserve commentator, but this is quite an extraordinary race for a P3 tier. What a race indeed so far, and especially when everything's on the line. And for everything that's on the line, Papa, is it going to go for it? He's trying to make the move. He's just waiting for it before the chicane. The fast right, left hand chicane. Sorry, Colin.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Papa, he knows that these drivers... Oh, is he going to have a go down the hairpin? No, he thinks better of it. But Papa knows now. Oh, as Cowboy does run a bit wide.
Go on, Colin.
Papa knows that he's got the jump on them because they've got time penalties ahead. So he's probably going to play the percentage game a bit now. But I'm just curious, though, when these drivers are going to box. And just as I say that, Jack is in.
And Cowboy's in as well. Cowboy is in as well. And this is quite extraordinary. Papa are going to have to try and push on massively. But I was waiting for that moment, though, Colin, where when these guys are going to be pitting for the fresh tyres for their second mandatory pit stop. But I was surprised that some people are keeping it safe for the mediums. But I thought someone would have gambled to go on the softs near the end.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't drag them out. But of course, I think that early safety car kind of scuppered any plans to go back on the softs. But you never know, somebody might risk it.
Ooh.
Rage and Matthias now, and Papa Squanch, all on 14-lap old mediums. So they are going to be coming to the end of their life.
They're coming to the end of their life, but can they hold it, though? That's the big question of it all. But we're on lap 23 and 35 of the One Hub Racing for the Season 24, Race 11 at the ERT, Canadian Grand Prix. And I tell you what, this is quite... What a race. And I feel like he's just on the edge of his seat moments. Papa! What's happened to Papa? Is he good? Oh, crash! Crash!
Papa hits the back of Rage, man. Rage went down the inside. I think Papa was thinking of coming in the pit lane, but misjudged his braking, and he's lost his front wing. Rage man now in the pit lane, and that has thrown the championship wide open again.
I am speechless. I just caught that. I just caught when he completely broken, trying to brake heavily on his car. But I don't know if Rage was made a mistake thinking, can I go in, can I not? Because we'll have to look that back, or get the stewards to look at it back again. But that was just really extraordinary moments. And unfortunately now, I mean, Papa's in 7th, M-125. So at the moment, what's happening with the situations with the permutations now, Colin?
So what happens is, now we're looking at the permutation. So Cam does these for each tier, one of the admin guys in One Hub. So at this moment in time, with M125 in 5th, Papa must finish 11th with the fastest lap, or M125 wins the championship. But I still think, even with that front wing change, I do think that he will. Yeah, he'll definitely. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
going in.
On M125. Yeah, he's in the pits.
Just as we was watching it live and exclusive for you guys, this is where I'm just trying to see where Papa's just coming past the start finishing line straight. So, imagine if if M-125 was in that situation. Unfortunately for him, he's dropped himself all the way down to 10th. But Papa will be absolutely loving it to go all the way to the end of the last race of the season to settle once and for all at least the Drivers' Championship.
Yes, and of course we got the Constructors' Championship as well to fight for. So Haas at the moment, they have an 80-point lead over McLaren. Needing at least, they need 64-point lead over McLaren heading into the final race to secure the championship. And at the moment, it's all looking quite good for them
so far, but don't let us not be the cause of the commentator's curse, Colin. Let's just make that of that. We've had that before in the past, well, from both of us in our experience itself. But here we go. Can Ghost now make the move onto Rageman, who I would not be surprised if he's raging at that point in time from earlier on. But if you like what you've seen so far, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button on the YouTube channel for the One Hub Racing. Please hit that like and subscribe. It will be a massive help to myself, Malk, and to Colin for the commentators box, as well as the One Hub Racing live exclusive for you guys for the Canadian Grand Prix. And I tell you what, it is an absolute blockbuster movie moment.
Yes, and so for fans of the P2 tier, where Lukey, Scorpion and Red Matt are going to be fighting out for the championship, that is now over on YouTube on the P2 tier. That qualifying would have just got underway.
Sorry.
On Twitch, is it? Oh, yeah. There we are. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Thank you, Mackie. Yeah, on Twitch.
Sorry about that. I was trying to cough with that to say a Twitch moment, but unfortunately that didn't work out well. But we'll get that sorted for you. So it is on Twitch, I believe, for the P2 tier. So check out for that on live now. Jack's done 1:13.15 out as the fastest lap. Still watching Papa now. Closing in on Matthias. Now, Papa and Whooping and Jess, fair play to them, they have had no penalties at all during this race. Unbelievable stuff.
That's really good. It's very, very difficult. We've only got 8 laps to go as well. But I'm just talking of the penalty situation. Unfortunately, Jack, he's got a 2.5 second lead over Cowboy, but he's got a 9-second penalty.
Ooh,
that's going to really drop him. O-Dog as well, he's got 6 seconds, and the other drivers around him have got 3. M125's got 6 as well, same as Marcy. So that penalty count really is going to hurt them.
Yeah, and it's going to be a headache moments for all of us to find out which positions they're actually going to finish. And I think by the looks of things, I think Cowboy, if it stays like this, I think Cowboy might win it with first. I think Papa will finish it in second, I think, based off what I'm seeing on the leader and the count of the calculations quickly. So don't judge me, guys, don't judge me with that, but that is unbelievable moments. And Matthias now closing in on Hooky on 4th place in that Ferrari. Can he try and make the move? Matthias! You... Oh, no, he won't! He will! Contact!
Oh.
Contact! Did you see that,
I
Colin?
think that one... Yeah, I think that, looking at it, I would say that was probably on hooky, that one. Difficult to say live, obviously.
Yeah.
But two abreast going around there is always quite tricky, quite easy to spin either yourself or your rival. But Hooky, despite that little instant there, he's actually had a good recovery drive here. So, of course, he was down near the back having to take his engine penalty. As Papa tries down the inside.
Oh!
Oh!
That will be a little bit of a Stewart's, I think. Might be the way it looked based on the battle. But I don't know whether the gap was open for Hooky to make for Papa to make the move. Obviously, it was just last minute stuff. But Papa looks like he's trying to save ERS though, by the looks of things, from our point of view. So he is saving ERS.
Yeah, he's only got 3%. That's all he's got. So he used it all then, trying to overtake Hooky. As Hooky gets 3-second penalty in the final chicane. Yeah, so talking of ERS, so we got 11% for Shelby, Cowboy 38%, and Jack 21. Shelby gets another 3 seconds, so that puts both the Alfa Romeo drivers on 9 seconds of penalties now.
That I did say to you at the start of the stream. This track is penalties galore. It's like as soon as you touch a little bit wide, that is it. You will get the 3-second time penalty. It's harsh, but you got to be on track limits as best as you can. But these guys are pushing right up to the limit to try and do everything they can, especially by Rageman, who's trying to close the gap onto Hooky. And Matthias got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so he's moved up to 6 seconds now. But, did you see that, Colin?
But I was just on board then with Hooky and Rageman.
I'll tell you what.
And that was close.
That was close indeed, because Rageman will be a Superman now. Moves up to 5th place now. So, with that DRS. And look at Matthias now. Look at Matthias. He's raging at the back. Rubbing Proverb. He's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yellow flag. Cowboy's out! Cowboy's out! Safety car!
Cowboy's out!
Safety car! Safety car! I'm just going to see where he got crashed.
I've got him. It was looking at it. Yeah, the start of Sector 1. So he's obviously gone round turn 1s and 2, lost it, and hit the wall.
That is not what we was all expecting, but we did expect safety cars. We are getting a safety car.
What would you do now, Marky? What would you do? You've
Softs.
only got 5 laps left. Would you go softs? Seems a sensible call now.
I would go for it. I mean, everyone's going to be bunched up now. The penalties are going to be mad. I'm not even going to say who's going to be winning this race, because I think it might be Papa. Papa's absolutely lucky tonight. Absolutely lucky. Because, I'm just saying it from my point of view, he's the only one, with Jess, those two drivers, they're the only ones who've had no penalties. But with Papa's situation and everyone else bunched up, this is a dream come true for him to finish the job in the last race of the season, though, Colin.
Yes, definitely. He's not boxing.
Oh!
He stayed out.
That is surprising.
So who has stayed out? So Jack has stayed out, O-Dog stayed out, Papa's stayed out, Hooky, Proverb and Ghost have boxed. M125, a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That pretty much guarantees that this championship will not be decided tonight.
Oh, he'll be absolutely kicking himself though, 125. He'll be absolutely kicking himself. I mean, to be fair, the entrance to the pit entry though, Colin, it is absolutely atrocious. It's like 1-0 mistake and you could get a penalty, and that's unfortunately for him. That's what's happened, and that's what he didn't want to happen.
He really didn't want that to happen at all. So don't forget now, we've only got 4 laps left. He cannot serve it under the safety car.
No, he will not.
So if he doesn't have time to complete it, he will have 20 seconds added onto his time, which will put him pretty much 12th. So that is going to throw the race wide open. That's really, really cost him. It just shows, you know, he's made next to no mistakes all season long. But, you know, when it comes down to it, with the pressure of trying to clinch the championship, these mistakes can creep in.
Absolutely, and just to recap from, because obviously I am new and understanding from the driver's perspective, has he won a title before 125?
No, so M125, this is our first season at One Hub.
Yeah.
And of course, he is yet to win a championship with us, of course. He's won, I think he's had 3 race wins this year, the most out of any driver. But looking at this, he's not going to clinch the title here. He's going to have to wait till Abu Dhabi. And of course, that's a sprint race, and anything can happen.
Absolutely, and while we have the safety car moments, Colin, do you want to mention a few moments about the sponsors as well?
Yes, of course. So, we are very, very lucky here at One Hub, where we have some fantastic sponsors for the whole league. So, we have Next Level Racing, who sponsors the league, and they do provide prizes for us this season. We're also sponsored by Pure Sim Gear, and they provide 1 item free from their store for the person who has the most combined fastest laps and poles. Acetec Sim Sports is another one of our partners. They sponsor the league by providing a cap to the winner of the One Hub Racing driver rankings, which will be dramatically changing looking at this tier. Vespertine as well, partner with Vespertine, who support our official kit and apparel. And of course, Elite Racing Team, ERT, they have sponsored the Going Gets Tough award and all of the league trophies. Also, the winner of the Going Gets Tough award will receive some ERT merchandise.
Ooh, lovely jubbly moments now.
So I'm now going to spend a couple of minutes doing some mathematics
to
see if Haas can clinch the Constructors' Championship tonight. So they headed into this race with an 80-point gap. One of them's obviously DNF. They need to be 64 points clear in order to clinch the title. But of course, Rageman in 4th, Proverb in 7th, both ahead of 125, with them 125 having to serve his drive-through, so that could well transfer over to the next race as well.
I feel sorry for Colin, to be fair, if he did the calculation that quick before the end of this race, to be fair. So fair play to him for that. But here we go. The safety car should be coming in on this lap. We're going to have 2 laps of... I'm surprised that the top 3 have not pitted. I really am surprised with that. Safety car is in this lap. So safety car will be in this lap, and Jack needs to bunch up the cars. This is what you need to be as the leader. You need to bunch up the cars to cause havoc. To cause havoc on the last few laps. And it's been an absolute unbelievable... I can't stop saying it. It's been an unbelievable race tonight.
Mackie, I wish you had, that you could have seen the other races, because they were just like this. I mean, this one has been particularly nuts. But this has been the beauty of this tier. It's just been... You don't know who's going to go when. Who's going to... What a lead Jack Amundo's got.
Absolutely, he had a great start, but Papa had the cord at the back of Shelby, sorry. But that was, I don't know whether he had front wing damage, but I think he might be alright. He's going to go round the outside! To the bed! We're going to the bed moment now! Oh, go on! No! Don't you dare, don't you dare! Oh!
It's a big collision. One of the McLarens in the wall. It was Proverb. Yeah, he's lost his front wing.
Oh no! An explosive ending.
Huge. Yeah, it was difficult to see whose fault that was. It's a very, very brave call trying to go around the outside there of I think it was turn 4.
Yeah.
Or turn 3, sorry.
Yeah.
But Jack now he's got a 9-second lead. Sorry, he's got a 4-second lead, but got 9 seconds of penalties, which is not enough at this stage.
No, absolutely not. But Here we go. We come up to down the straight now. I'm just watching Hooky now trying to close the gap. It looks like Ghost is getting close to Matthias for 4th place. And he's got a chance. And we come up to the final lap now. We're on the penultimate lap. And Ghost. Come on! Come on! We want the 2 in a bed moment! Oh, that's a bit of a contact moment. And look at the Haas car going around the outside. But the Ferrari, no, Hooky. Oh,
there's contact between Hooky and M125 as they head into turn 3. Just about makes it.
Oh, this is nuts. This is absolute nuts moments, Colin. Brilliant racing though. Brilliant racing.
Absolutely brilliant. Don't forget, M125 does have that 20-second time penalty to serve for the drive-through when he crosses the line. Hooky and M125 still at it.
They're not messing about though, Colin. They really are not messing about. Ghost is going to try and make the move on the inside. He was for a brief moment. But Hooky. Oh, made the move. He has made the move. But I'm going to have to go back to the top 2 in a minute. Oh, contact. There's contact though. I'll have to be checked by stewards, but I'll have to go back to the top because Jack, a Jack of all trades, Jackamundo, Fantastico, moves up to 1st and wins the Canadian Grand Prix. But actually, Papa...
Yes, but of course Papa jumps in with the time penalties. Rageman jumps into P2 with the time. Jess on the podium. Jess gets P3. Brilliant. What a performance. I mean, I didn't really spot that then with all the action that was going on. Of course, M125 down in 11th. Shelby, what happened to Shelby at the last couple of minutes? Has he run out of fuel?
Just checking now. I think he's got not much fuel by the looks of things, but I'm about to double check. He's
What a race that was! That was absolutely out of this world.
Absolutely stuff.
If my maths are correct, neither the Constructors' Championship nor the Drivers' Championship have been completed yet. They have not been resolved. We thought we might get 2 championships decided tonight, and I don't think we've got any championships decided. But what a race. I mean, that really had everything. I wouldn't be surprised if there'll be a few stewards involved over the next couple of days with a couple of incidents. But this is what happens when the pressure of championships happened.
Absolutely.
But what a season we're having here now, as both titles now go to the final round. So we just have a couple of things to do now. So driver of the day.
Ooh.
So my driver of the day, and it's for me a very easy pick, is to Jess.
Damn.
On getting a podium in tonight's race. So my question for you, Jess, did you really think when that last safety car came out that you could get a podium from this race? So Mackie, who is your driver of the day?
I was going to say Jess, but I'm going to have to pick someone else. I'm going to go... I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with Rageman. Because he after all the issues that he's had...
Great choice. That was my second choice.
Fair dues. Rageman was my driver of the day, and to him, it was just an unbelievable race. And how did he get into second place? That's my question. It's just insane stuff. But we'll have to do the race classification quickly. Papa finishes in first, Rageman second, Jess third, Jack fourth, Ghost fifth, Matthias sixth, Whooping seventh, Marcy eighth, Doctor ninth, 125 10th, Shelby 11th, Hooky 12th, Cowboy 13th, and Mason in 14th place. Phew! Just in time.
Well done.
So, I was going to say the question quickly to Rageman. I mean, considering what he did at the incident that he had earlier on, I'm sure he would have been calm after that and got himself through the pack itself. So fair play to him for that as well. But I'm just speechless, to be honest. What a race, to be fair.
I mean, that had absolutely everything. Now, Obviously, these results are official prior to any stewards results, so these things could change. But certainly the championship looks as though it's going to drag on now until next week. But what a drive from Papa Squadch to take that victory under a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, M125 uncharacteristically making quite a few errors this evening. But it certainly makes the championship even more exciting, Mac.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's what you need to go all the way to the end. Obviously, 125 didn't want to do that, but with Papa going through the pack and had a good qualifying and then go through the race itself, he done well to keep that and win the race itself. But it's just insane, to be honest. Absolutely insane stuff. But it's just a shame I'm not here to see it live. I might do, or it depends, unless they need me in the comms. But what a race, and it's a privilege to commentate for you guys, especially for you, Colin, as well.
Yes, and a huge thank you to yourself, Mackie, for commentating this evening. And what a race we had to do it. All I can say is bring on Abu Dhabi.
Ooh, bring on Abu Dhabi indeed. So, cheers for that, guys. We are going to be shooting off now. If you want to check out all the live scenes now, there is the Twitch channel already live for P2 tier. I'm trying to get it right, trying to say the right words with that. And P1 tier will start at 8 o'clock on the YouTube channel as well. So don't miss out, guys. If you want to carry on watching One Hub, hit the Twitch channel, as well as hit the YouTube channel for the like and subscribe. Hit that like button, guys. Would be a massive help. Cheers for that, guys. Me and Colin will be shooting off, and for Colin, he'll be thinking, what does he have to do to chill out at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Cheers for that, guys. Ta-ra a bit. Bye-bye.
Good night, all.